Julio Galvez, or more widely known by his stage name Whooligan, is a young DJ from the Bay Area whose talent spread far and wide by his early 20s when he first started his work with MTV. In 2013, Julio took on the role of director of worldwide bookings and strategic partnership at Selection, where he was considered one of the primary contributors to growing Selection to the pioneer it is today in the countercultural music scene. Fast forward to 2018, with 15 years of experience later, and Julio has decided to completely dedicate himself and his talents to the humanitarian world through his newfound organization, Room Service International.
So what exactly is Room Service International?
So Room Service International is an organization that I started. The philosophy kind of came about a couple years ago, but it's something that I have been starting to put into place in a lot of the places that I travel to. But it basically brings all the worlds of travel, philanthropy, and music and sound and events, and kind of has all those worlds coexist. So it's me traveling to these places and playing and performing the music, but also spending some more time in these communities and really giving back and doing community service projects, and us actually putting the gloves on and going into these communities and doing the work. Yeah, Room Service provides an opportunity for us to really work together with community members and promoters and friends, and do some cool shit in the club, and then the next day put the gloves on and like do some real impactful community service.
Absolutely. So how do the concerts and the events tie into the community aspect of it?
Right. So both worlds need to coexist. We're planning a tour at the end of the year, basically, and the tour can't really function without either or of the two, right? So we do the show, but we also work with that promoter to help us find these community organizations and these community leaders to actually activate the projects. So it goes very hand in hand with not only just like doing business with these people, and our clients, and they become our friends and my friends for the past 6 to 10 years, but also like how do we work on something bigger than just the event and the music stuff? So both are very hand in hand in terms of one operating cohesively with the other, and so we work with the promoters and the venues to help us, find the school that we're rehabilitating, to help us connect with the organization that's going to help set these youth initiatives and feeding programs and workshops and scholarships. So it's very much like us providing the platform and my platform of music and performing to create that, but also really working hand in hand. So it's very authentic, and it's very genuine and true to like that community, because there's always work that I feel that needs to be done, but each community is different, and each community is underserved in very different ways. So it's not about me going in there and being like, I want to change this and that. It's more so about, hey, like having a conversation about what's going on here in this community.
What do you guys need?
Yeah, what do you guys think you need, and how can we use this platform to really like to create some sort of ripples in that and some change in that. So they're very much a part of the project just as much as Room Services.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You've been all over the world within the last 15 years. What within that experience made you say, I need to do something more to make a change?
It's just who I am innately, and like whatever I can do to provide service and help those in need, and and a lot of people tell me like, oh, that's really exhausting, like you gotta take care of yourself. Like I'm very much like in tune, like the most in tune that I've been with myself in my life. So it's like now that I've kind of reached that point where I'm like, wow, like I'm really in a comfortable, confident place. That's I think the moment when you realize like, all right, now I can provide.
Absolutely, you gotta fill up your own cups.
Yeah, it's like I can't provide and give on an empty tank. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my tank is full, and so now I'm ready to give back. For us to actually go into these communities and play the music and connect with them on that spiritual level, but also give back to the community, but also like really help amplify people's stories and journeys and like issues that are going on, and really bring awareness to them, and create discourse and conversation about it, and really help people get through those times of need. Room Service can be more than just events and philanthropy, but a way that people can really use the platform. And it's just starting out, so it's
exactly.
I hope that it evolves into a platform where people can talk like amongst one another and share those deeper parts of their lives for sure. First project was in Manila, in the largest precinct in Manila called Tondo. We went in there and we worked with a local organization called Project Pearls, and the beautiful woman Tita Mel, who runs Project Pearls, is also family from a friend of mine in the Bay. So that was another connection that we had out there. And basically I worked with Project Pearls to create a feeding program and workshops for 300 kids. And so in May of this year, we went to Tondo, and Room Service sponsored this feeding program. And we were there, we put the gloves on, and we fed 300 children, did workshops with them.
Now you yourself?
Yeah, we were there. Like, we
That's
were there.
awesome.
Yeah, like we were there feeding the kids, and my team was there, and we were feeding the kids, and we did workshops, and I did like a little acting workshop. I'm not an actor, but we were just like, we were just there was like a dance workshop, just like a singing workshop.
That's
and
awesome.
they did prayer, and they did, and it was just a really beautiful, like very enriching experience. And there was kids hanging on me, and we were like running around and playing, and it was beautiful. It was dope. And then on top of that, we sponsored 3 kids. So Room Service sponsored the education for 3 kids for the 2018-2019 academic year.
Wow.
And so right now Room Service has 3 kids going through school on scholarships. And the Room Service Foundation is to provide global scholarships and pay for these community projects and initiatives that I'll be doing with my team and during my travels and during these shows that I'm doing. And so that's the whole, like, that in itself was like the most beautiful sort of example of what Room Service really is. The travel pillar of Room Service is really like explore the land, and learn more about where you're traveling and the people that live there.
So where's the next land you're going to explore with Room Service?
So right now we're working on a 7-city Southeast Asia tour. The support has been amazing, and so we're working on shows in Jakarta, Bali, Kuala Lumpur, Vietnam, Singapore, Bangkok, and Manila. And we're doing over 10 events, so 7 nightclub events and a few fundraising events.
Cool.
And then we're also doing community service projects in each of the cities.
You're doing a lot for these communities. You're doing a lot for even your team and exposing them. When do you feel like you'll finally feel fulfilled, like you've done enough?
That's a good question. I don't know. I've always been wanting to. I feel like if I learn more, if I'm learning more, if I'm getting more, if I'm experiencing more, that just enables me to give and share the same. I feel like the more you give, the more you share, the more you get, and then the more you give again, the more, and then it's this whole cycle. So honestly, like I'm already thinking about my next project on top of this, and how it could bring more people on the road, and for me, I don't think I ever will be. I think every part of the project fulfills me in different ways. Apart from like the global stuff, like my goal obviously is to bring it back to Brooklyn and San Francisco, where I'm from the Bay. So I want to take care of like where I come from, Los Angeles and California, and really try to inspire and influence people to do something here domestically as well. So hopefully we can all.
You're like the drop of water creating this whole effect of a wave. It's insane. I love it.
So, thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you.